Alright, welcome back. Especially those who have already subscribed and have watched my videos before. Welcome to all the new members. Glad you're here to come watch some fishing videos. We'll do a quick intro here and we'll get right into the fishing. So this was a really cool trip for me for a lot of reasons. If you saw the thumbnail, you probably already know why, but we'll get into it. So the lake we fished at in this trip was Big Creek Reservoir 2. It's outside of Newport, Oregon. It is a stocked fishery here in Oregon, and it's one of the first places that gets stocked in the springtime. It usually gets stockings right around February, and then it goes into April and May and June, and then it's kind of done for the rest of the year. It gets a little too warm, I think, and kind of the Department of Fish and Wildlife wants to put those stocked fish other places that they think they're going to have better success. So that all being said, Big Creek Reservoir 2 gets its name because there's two reservoirs on Big Creek. The lower one is nearly impossible to fish as a fly angler has power lines running across the top of it and nowhere to park and nowhere to launch a tube. Technically it is possible, but not great. Big Creek Reservoir 2, on the other hand, has a primitive boat ramp and plenty of parking and plenty of access for non-motorized watercraft. So it's a great little reservoir to fish. Unfortunately, on this trip, you'll see that it rained a lot. And with that rain, not a lot of club members came out to it. This was supposed to be a club trip, so not a lot of club members came out to it, unfortunately. And but that's okay. I persevered and pushed through it because they stocked it earlier in the week, and I really wanted to get there and fish, and I really wanted to be out on the coast. That's because I got engaged. I know, how exciting. I'm going to be a married man, and this was me and my fiance Clara afterwards at the jetty. And we are very excited to get married, so I don't think there's going to be a fishing video about that, but we'll see. Kidding, of course. So let's talk about kind of the gear I use. So with the pouring down rain, I had a good rain jacket on. I was glad I brought two, especially because I was getting engaged afterwards. I used kind of my fishing jacket for the rain, and then I had a nicer jacket for later. When I was out on the jetty, but it poured down rain and even hailed. It was kind of unbelievable. Some of the worst weather I fished in a while. Not the worst ever, just the worst in a while. But that's what the Oregon coast for you. It just kind of happens like that. But we had probably about 6 club members come out to this trip, which was fun. I used my Echo Stillwaters in the 6-weight, 10-foot 6-weight size, because these fish aren't very big, and I wasn't going to be doing a ton of repeated casting like that. So that rod works well. My Clearwater Cassettes. And then my 2 lines that I caught fish on, I didn't catch very many fish. I think I caught 3 or 4 fish. But the 2 lines that worked well, I guess there's 3 lines. I had the Airflo 6 Cents 2, the Fast Intermediate. Not the best, I didn't use it the correct way, but it worked. I used my Airflo Scientific Angler Emerger Tip. That line caught me a fish, and then I got a double on the Scientific Angler Parabolic line. It's their only sweep line. They call it a parabolic line, but it's the same as a sweep or the clean sweep or any of those other multi-density fly lines that sink in that parabolic arc. Theirs is a 353, and I put that on because I just wanted to kind of sink the flies as deep as possible, but to maybe learn something as I kind of moved them through the water column as they sank down. Didn't teach me enough in enough time. I got to a certain point where I just had to call it quits and get out of there. So that being said, those were the 3 lines that worked real well. Now the flies that worked is I had a comp legal squirmy worm is what I'd call it. You can call it a gummy worm. It uses this worm chenille, which is kind of like a chenille mixed with rubber legs. Super simple fly. It's worked there in the past. The fish tend to really like it. The red and the orange work well together. And then a copper damsel was the other one. I got that on the Fast Intermediate and also on the Parabolic line with that damsel. It seems like the fish are really deep. We had one of the club members come by with a transducer, which prompted me to buy one myself. I got one of those little Garmin ones that you can connect to your phone. But he had that and the fish were sitting at about 15 feet. That's pretty deep for fly fishermen. I bet I probably could have done a lot better if I was willing to build a leader that allowed me to fish a balanced leech at 15, 16 feet deep. But that's really not very fun and not easy to cast or to fish, especially with the pouring rain and the crazy wind. And so I thought the fast sinking line would work, and it did. It got me a couple fish, but besides that, that was it. So again, not for nothing. Caught some fish, had a great day fishing with my club members, and then also got engaged. It's a win-win-win across the board. The only downside was I got a little wet, but I've lived in Oregon my whole life, kind of prepared for the rain. So that all being said, let's get right into the video so you guys can see it. Like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions or comments you have, or find me on my website, OregonFlyTying.com. And I'll see you out there. God, they're down deep. Oh, he ate Oh, they love that red worm, man. Had to go deep. Oh, I got two on. That's definitely the case. Did I lose it? No, I still have them. Oh my gosh, look at that.